All right, let's move on to question number 4. Is it important to explicitly discuss selective mutism with a child rather than avoiding the term or topic altogether? Growing up, I didn't know I had SM, which left me confused when others asked why I didn't speak. I think it's a really good question.
I think it's a great question because one of my biggest things, and this has come up twice here, is the demystification process. And I know in our recent SM in the school conference, I did a whole couple slides on the importance of demystification. We work with parents and educators that are like, well, I don't want to talk to the child about it. Like, you're not going to talk to the child about it, right? Well, guess what? You don't think they know? You
Yeah.
don't think they know that words are not coming out and that they feel anxious or uncomfortable? Of course they know. By us not talking about it and meeting them where they're at, we're actually creating more avoidance and often anxiety when you don't understand. The more you understand something at the level that you can understand, the more control you have. And when they dissected and they took apart the SCAT program, what different people have told me is it's about transferring control to the child, to the individual with SM, giving them the control that they feel out of control with. So you give them control. Part of that control is demystification, helping children understand their feelings. So we use in younger children the term scary, that deer in the headlight, looking anxious, that physical kind of anxiety is there. As children age, they tend to live with this. And they look kind of comfortable unless they're asked to speak in a situation, if they're selectively mute.
The first step of solving a problem or getting over something is acknowledging that you have it
Yep,
or that the problem
acknowledge.
exists.
Exactly. I call it A and A. Acknowledge it, assess it, being able to rate it. So we will use different level bar graphs and like this, the little, like the 0 is like a smiley and that's less scared or less. Older children tend to feel it's hard to do. Younger children tend to feel they're scared. So they feel scared. So we help them relate using those words because that's what they let us know they feel. And they'll even draw pictures indicating that. So older kids, the older they are, the more it's hard to do. And what they're saying to us, look, listen, and learn is, I'm stuck. I can't do it. I'm not feel scared anymore. I just can't. Give me the GPS. Tell me how to do this. Help me do it. Now, we hope a child feels that way. So I think it's very important to help them relate. So we give them examples. And the other thing, the bridge. We teach the children, the teens, the adults, the bridge, because selective mutism is a social communication anxiety. The mutism is a symptom. If all we focus on, Brandon, is they're not speaking, we're missing the boat. We're not addressing the whole person. We're not addressing their true needs. We're just touching on the surface, the most obvious symptom. But when you talk too much about talking and you focus too much on talking, when they are not there yet, you're creating avoidance and anxiety. And it tends to cause resentment as time goes on because they feel pressured and pushed and expectation and be more avoidant. You create speech phobics. It's unbelievable. So let's teach them the bridge and help them realize where they are on the bridge to start moving. You know, the baseline is their starting point. We're not keeping them there. That's like a level 0 on their feeling scale because that's what I can do. But when the setting changes, the people in the setting change, the expectation changes, that will change the whole dynamic. But we need strategies and interventions that adults implement in these settings that they are in to help them move, but help them acknowledge their feelings and that they can tell us, and we have to trust them. Look, listen, and learn. They tell us everything, and most importantly, meet them where they're at.
To summarize, you want to be a partner with your child or teen with SM. You don't want to ignore that it exists or, tiptoe around it. You want to kind of get in the trenches with them and work with them and acknowledge that it exists.
Absolutely. It's working with a provider, someone that can really help that child understand if the parents aren't feeling comfortable with that. Like in Communicamp, we teach them the bridge. We help them understand. And, so many kids come to us, whether individual or through group or even the consults we do professionally. It's like they seem shameful, a lot of these kids or these young adults that we work with. Like, oh, I can't do it. I'm a loser type feeling. But guess what? They can do so many things. We need to emphasize their positives and understand that, yeah, this is hard right now, but look at all that you can do. You can use a friend as an intermediary. You can hand the money to store clerk. You are shaping sounds into words. You are answering 1 or 2 questions. So you might need to write and read. We make it very attainable for them. And then you see their heads lift up, you see their body language change. You
Mhm.
start to see some swag because they're feeling confident.